All right, aloha livers. It is Thursday, and that means we are doing a special interview with an awesome member of our group. And her name is Cortney Alley, and some of you might know her as the Happy Coach. Courtney and I met a few months ago, and what she does is really, really cool. So I wanted to bring her here to share a little bit about that. We could all use more happy in our life, right? So as you are hopping on, let us know. Could you use more happy in your life? I know I can. And I also want to talk with Courtney a little bit about her experience of, how her business has evolved and maybe some lessons that she's learned about building it in the process. And so jump on with questions. If you're on here live, put them in the comments down below. But Courtney, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. And maybe you can start by just telling everyone, introduce yourself, tell them what you do. What does a happy coach do?
Wonderful. So I am Courtney with balancewithcourtney.com, and I actually call myself a happy guide.
A happy guide.
I do. I guide women to find their happy and make it a daily habit. Throughout life, we always have times when we feel happy, but my passion is helping women find their happy in any situation, anything that happens in life, always to be able to come home to their happy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I do coach. I have a course that I offer, and I also create a lot of things that just bring joy and love into your life that you can purchase. I have my Facebook page. I do lives, just constantly putting good stuff out there and uplifting people and really inspiring others to discover who they are and what they need.
Yes. Okay, I want to give a few shout outs on here. Sherry Prince is here from Georgia. Hey, Sherry, nice to see you. Vanita, Emily, and Lauren Shaver's here. Courtney Hackman's here. Awesome. So we've got some friends here tuning in to learn more about being happy. And I love the happy guide, right? We all could use a little guide to feeling happier, especially, when everything's going well in our lives, it's easy to be happy, right? But when life does what it does, right? And then it's easy to get unhappy. So just give us a little bit of your philosophy about happiness and how we find happiness in those really tough moments, or maybe how you find happiness in those tough moments.
Wonderful. Well, the reason I'm called a happy guide, or I chose that, is the happiness is inside. And so it's guidance that we have inside that we've lost. And I really inspire women that they have all the answers inside to find their happy, their inspiration, their home, happiness. Yeah, happiness is a feeling we hold inside. It's those butterflies when we're doing something we love or we're looking forward to something. And it's always there for us. And what happens is we don't listen to it and we don't take care of ourselves. And so it's quiet. And what is loud is everything external, what other people are saying, how other people do things, what other people think you should be doing. And that's where we go for our happy. We think, well, that person looks happy, so I'm going to do exactly what they're doing, and then I'll be happy. And they don't understand why it doesn't fit them.
Yes. Who's done that here? I've done that, right? She looks really happy. If I just go live where she lives, get the job that she has, build her business the way she does, whatever it is, wear the clothes she does, then I'll be happy. We're just sort of trained to look outside of ourselves. And happiness, it relates so much to success in business. I have found it is a hard place to build from when you're feeling really unhappy with yourself, isn't it?
Very, very hard. Yes, so true.
So tell me a little bit about your evolution of this business. How did you become a happy guide? Where did that start from?
So I believe that we know truly what we are meant to do on this earth, and we find it out at a very young age. So always go back to what brought you joy when you were a child, or what people used to compliment you on, or what people used to tell you, oh my gosh, you need to do that. You're so good at that. And I was an entertainer. Whenever my parents would have friends over for dinner parties, I would get out my boombox and start dancing and entertaining for everyone. And it wasn't the entertaining that I enjoyed. It's what the reaction I got from others, how all of a sudden they were happy and they were dancing and they were laughing, and I was bringing them joy. And that brought me joy. And I learned that I learned that at a very young age. And throughout my life, I was constantly called a leader, or people were following me, or people were stopping me when I was in the grocery store and saying, what are you so happy about? You're so happy. You're smiling all the time. And I just had this really positive energy. And so I realized through, life, when life knocks you down, how do you get back up? I learned that that is my gift. And that is why I'm here, is to inspire others to find what brings them joy so they can put it out in the world.
Yes, definitely. So did you launch as a happy coach? Did you sort of open the doors and say, this is what I'm going to do?
So this is where it started. I was a massage therapist for 20 years, and I healed women through my hands. But the compliments that I always got was, you just make me feel good. Your energy is so good. I just feel so happy when I'm around you, or you make me feel like the sunshine is out. And I constantly had that. And that's why I was so successful. It wasn't because I was a good massage therapist. It was because the energy I put into what I was doing and how I made others feel. And so I don't know if you guys know, I'm sitting in my RV right now. I travel. So I live in my RV and I travel. And this is something I have wanted to do since my daughter was a baby. And I told myself when she went off to college, I would travel and I would explore the world and I would share my gift. But I didn't know how to do that if I couldn't use my hands, right? Because if I'm traveling, I can't be a massage therapist and give massages everywhere. And so I started to really dive into what was the biggest thing that people are attracted to in me. And it was me inspiring people. So I was like, what better way to inspire than on social media? And I started a Facebook group many years ago where I was just putting good stuff out there and talking to people and inspiring people. And people just loved it. They wanted more and more. And I said, I'm going to make a business out of this. And my number one compliment is, you seem so happy. So I was like, I'm going to be a happy guide. If that's what I'm doing without even knowing, that's what I'm going to start charging for, is to be a happy guide.
I love it. I love it. Finding your clients. So where are you in your RV right now?
Right now, I'm in Desert Hot Springs, which is Southern California. It's absolutely gorgeous, 80 degrees, beautiful.
Lovely.
You're in Hawaii, so it's beautiful there too. And my goal is to get to New Mexico. My soul is craving to be in New Mexico, and I have no idea where, but that's how I do everything. I just get a hit, something just pushes me to do something else, and I do it, and I discover the next thing I'm going to be doing with my life.
This is amazing. I mean, guys, if you guys are watching live, can you imagine building a business on the road, right? That is an interesting thing in itself. It's so easy to come up with all of the reasons, why it's hard to get to the things that we need to do to build our business. And to think of you, being in different locations, maybe like having a hard time finding good Wi-Fi, and you've got an interview or you've got to do a Facebook Live or something. So how do you stay on track with all the things that you need to do to build your business while you're on the road?
Well, my business is what brings me happy. So being online and being social and sharing myself and teaching others is what brings me joy. So there is nothing more than I want to do this every day. In fact, I have to put on my schedule to take a day off.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yeah. So if you're watching live, does your business bring you joy? Does it bring you happy? Right? That was what I wrote about in my email yesterday of business is so much easier when the things that we're doing, the process of building it is like something that we really enjoy. And so, if you're just trying to sell a thing, right? That's like a little different than like, this is my mission. This is like what I really enjoy. So you said you sell some things, right? You sell some oils. You make beautiful jewelry. I'm wearing a gift from Cortney that she sent me as a thank you for doing our interview, which was so nice, a little handmade gift. So tell us about like, how do you sell products as a happy coach, right? Because I think there's a lot of people in this group who have a big mission, who really want to make a difference, but then they sort of fumble a little bit when it comes to the product sale. They get a little nervous, and the transaction starts to make them feel a little bit weird. So do you have any words of wisdom for them on that?
Yeah, well, number one, I don't sell, I share. And that is a big mind shift for me, because selling, it just, I don't know why, but the word just sounds so dirty. No one likes to be sold to, right?
Yes.
And so what happens is something that brings me happy or I love, I just get inspired to share it. And that's what ends up happening. That's why you talked about essential oils. I am a wellness advocate for doTERRA. And the reason is because I started using their oils and just the smells just brighten my day. I mean, I have Intune right here with me. I'm constantly smelling these things. I love them. And so I'm like, okay, how can I share this? And so then the universe took me in that direction. And then, so when I became the happy guide, people were asking me, well, you know, what do you do every day? What do you use? What inspires you? So I'm like, I'm going to put this all online. It's called Happy Goods on my website. It's all the things that bring me joy, and I bring it to you and I show you how you can get it.
I love it.
Yeah, the bracelets, this is wonderful. I actually had a client come in when I was still a massage therapist, and she had a friendship bracelet on. And I used to do this when I was a teenager. All our friends would get together and we'd make friendship bracelets and we'd trade them.
Yes.
And it was so much fun, so much fun. And it just inspired me as soon as I saw it. And I'm like, I am learning how to do that again. So I went to my mom and I got all the embroidery thread, which she still had from when I was a teenager. And I started making them again. And I'm like, I just felt so joyful, and I just wanted to give them and make them for everyone. So I set an intention before I make the bracelet. I think of the person with love, and then I make the bracelet for them and I send it to them as a gift. And
what
it feels amazing. And what does it do? You opened it up and it lit you up. You had the smell.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And so every time you wear it, you're going to think, oh my gosh, she made this for me. She thought of me when she made this. And that makes people feel good. And I love doing that for people. I love it.
You're spreading happiness. You're not just helping people learn to find their own, but you're spreading your own happiness. And so you're spreading happiness for 28 days soon coming up. I just saw your email about your email course. So tell us a little bit about that and how people can get involved if they want to learn from you.
Yes. So my life is all about little habits I do every day. And those are important to me because those are little joyful breaks I take in my day. So I wanted to create an email program for people to see. So you get 28 emails, 1 email a day with a new happy habit. Because we need to be consistent with our habits to make it a habit. And what I find is people take this happy habit, like putting yourself first, and replace it with a habit they don't care for so much. And all of a sudden, before they know it, their day is full of happy habits. So everything they're doing is bringing them joy and uplifting them, and they're sharing with others, and it's contagious. It's like gratitude. It's contagious. The more grateful you are, the more things you get to be grateful for.
Nice. So give us a little tidbit. What would be an example of, you know, a happy habit that I might learn through the course that would help me change?
Wonderful. One of them is journal your journey, right? Every single day we live is a journey. We have ups and downs all day long. We have thoughts that we don't understand where they come from. We have feelings that pop up. We run into people we haven't seen forever and we don't understand them. And if we take time in the morning and before we go to bed to journal about our day, it would answer so many questions for you. And more than anything, it just gets the stuff out of your head and on paper. It's like acknowledgement of this is who I am and this was my life today. So you can close the chapter and you can wake up in the morning and create a new beautiful life. Every single day we have that opportunity. So that's one of my happy habits, to journal your journey.
I love that. I love that idea of the kind of clean slate. You know, you journal the day and then you wake up and it's like, okay, what's on the docket for today? What am I going to get to journal about at the end of the day? That's pretty exciting.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great tip. So how can people learn more about you and your course?
Wonderful. Balancewithcortney.com, and it's Cortney without a U. Everything's on my website, and it's 28 Days to Happy is the email course. I also have on my website the Happy Goods page. I have a Are You Happy quiz, and it's 10 questions that inspire, because that's the number one question I get. How do I know if I'm happy? Well, if you're asking me, guys, right? It's like, am I in love? I don't know if I'm in love. We know inside. We just got to listen. And everything's on my website.
Yes. I just dropped the link in the comments, guys. Val is here from Alberta, and she says, every day is a new day. Yes, that is the truth. Awesome.
Yep.
Well, Cortney, thank you so much for taking time from your evening. from beautiful California to hang out with us and just share a little bit of your light and your happiness in this group. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you these last few months. I hope someday that I get to rent an RV and travel the West Coast. That is something that my husband and I have talked about doing, and we've wanted to do for a long time. So now I know someone I can ask for advice about working on the road and traveling for a while, because we've definitely played with the idea of taking some time off at one point and doing what you're doing. So I think it's really, really cool.
Well, really I want to make it to Hawaii, so I say we just do a switch.
There we go. We can do a house swap.
Exactly. If you don't mind, I pull a card. I have this cute Happy Guide deck. It's Find Your Happy. And I pulled a card for our interview today, and I wanted to read it to everyone because I thought it was very fitting.
I love it.
And it says, "There are no wrong decisions. I grow from all my choices."
Amen.
I know, guys. You know, there's so many things we don't do because we're afraid of the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
We miss out on so many opportunities and so many magical moments, and just getting to know yourself when we don't do these things. If you are inspired to do something, do it. Just do it. That's when we grow. That's when we learn who we are. And it's so important on having an online business to be vulnerable, put yourself out there. Be brave, you guys. Be brave. That's the best thing you can do for yourself.
It feels so good too when you've done it, right? It feels so scary. Yeah, Lauren, who's on here, was just doing a live about taking really focused action when you feel the fear, right? Advice she got from her drill sergeant in the Marines. And I thought, man, that is so true, because you feel the fear, you don't feel brave. And then if you commit to focused action, you come out the other side and you're like a new person. You're a better version of you, right? Because you just grew.
You are. There is a reason you're feeling fear. There is a reason. And that's what you want to visit. You want to face that fear. And then congratulate yourself. Don't forget to give yourself a pat on the back and say, I did it. I'm awesome.
Yes. Yes. Well, all of you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Cortney, I just feel inspired. Now I'm like, I got to go do something. You got me all fired up. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
Lauren says she's nodding her head. Yes, just do it. It's good advice. It's good advice from Nike. So thank you, Cortney. One more time, balancewithcortney.com. Is that right?
Yes,
balancewithcortney.com.
Without a U.
Yep, no you and Cortney. It's in the comments down below, guys. So go check Cortney out. You can join her Facebook group. She does happy interviews all the time. It's really
Happy Balance
cool.
Facebook group. And you were on my interview. Yes.
Yes, exactly. It's really fun. Thanks so much, Cortney. Thank you, everybody, and have a good evening.
Bye, everyone.